Kant is singing.
Yes.
No, but
In Maltese. And Eurovision
you're pronouncing
encourages...
it with the U. The A is sounding a lot like a U.
No, that's how you pronounce
That's
it in
how you
Maltese.
pronounce
It's a different energy coming from America and Mariana. Like,
Really?
it's just very different. Yes, they're making somewhat sexual references.
Somewhat.
Some
Past
ROI.
performance is not informative for future performance, guys.
Yes, we're not financial advisors.
The people
The people.
have decided with 39...
For the people, by the people,
With the people.
with the people.
Okay. The people have decided with 39%.
America.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Eurovision is My Religion, your weekly podcast serving random conspiracy theories and random laughs that only us laugh at.
Yes.
Yeah. More often than
fair
not.
I have
assessment, I would say.
many
Yes.
jokes.
People in some comments also laughed, so,
Exactly.
So
So
maybe we are funny.
Yeah. I saw a comment. Someone was still wondering what was the Greek joke that you were making, August, that we cut out.
TBC. You all want to know, but in this cancel pressure culture, I cannot express.
Okay, maybe one day we'll have our Patreon or something
Maybe.
like that, and we will
Yeah.
upload the joke there.
Look forward.
if you want to hear random jokes that August is making, please subscribe. And one day maybe we'll get a Patreon so you can hear all the cuts and inappropriateness that you desire. So this week had been a very, very busy week in Eurovision world. Loads of songs that have been released, loads of national selections, way too many national selections, and probably way too long as well. And this week we will cover 4 of them. Just
Looking
because,
at you, Lithuania.
Yeah, just because otherwise we cannot squeeze in all of them anymore.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Yes.
I wanted to say it when you said too long, but then you
it
said
works
even.
for the squeezing in as well.
Anyway, let's continue.
Exactly the jokes you are missing out on without that Patreon page. So today we are covering Malta, Lithuania, Estonia, and Poland. And let's start with Malta. Malta obviously is a country which hosts the biggest percentage of strong independent women in Europe. And they send them every year. And that's great. We are having now another one this year. She is Mariana Conte, and she is serving Kant this year. So,
Do we need to beep this or can we say this?
Kant is singing.
Yes.
No, but
In Maltese. And Eurovision
you're pronouncing
encourages...
it with the U. The A is sounding a lot like a
No, that's
U.
how you pronounce
That's
it in
how you
Maltese.
pronounce it.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
okay.
And
I
in
didn't know.
Eurovision,
Okay.
we encourage and appreciate national
languages,
languages.
yes.
So you reckon they won't beep it on the...
I mean, I'm just glad that we are not being monetized because we would be demonetized at this point. But
Yeah.
It's fine.
we have nothing to lose.
Formal.
We have
Exactly, we
nothing to
have
lose.
nothing to lose, and she's serving
Let's
that.
look at
That's
that
her song.
cunt, baby. Open it up.
Oh my god. Okay.
What? I'm just saying, it's the song. Okay, let's go.
Let's maybe react to the song
Yes.
now. What is that thing? The blue thing.
It does attract attention, so I think it's true.
So you're asking questions.
I'm asking the right questions.
You're asking the question.
But again, Simone, you're asking about the prose, not the meaning of the song, the message.
Okay. It's about singing. Have you not realized? So
No, I thought it's what counts.
the song is about singing, so it's not that hard now. Hopefully.
Serving Kant.
Oh, close
She's
change.
selling.
I can feel the singing appreciation through the whole song.
Do you think this pun is intentional, by the way?
100%.
Sure.
100%, yeah.
100%.
She's a great singer.
Yeah, well, it's Malta. You know.
Yeah.
They have such great singers here. Like nice tone and sort of just The dancing is distracting me.
The production is very clean, good quality, but it's also a bit predictable. It's like your typical pop song.
The name of the song.
Yeah, that's one thing you could not have
And
predicted.
ukulele. Nobody could have predicted that.
That's unexpected, yeah.
Yeah.
He's kneeling in front of her.
Oh, look at the person who lost the ball.
Say what you want, though.
It's a little bit in your face.
It's in your face. I think it's an iconic moment. Like it's so memorable.
Actually, it's very Eurovision iconic.
It would work if I liked the singer.
Fair enough.
You like both.
It's gonna be one of those
No.
iconic props, I feel.
Yeah. I think, and the fact that one person lost the ball, that
was
Oh,
a bit
did they?
funny.
was,
Yep.
yeah. And you could see them running back to take the ball.
So let me answer the question about the school children and why
Yes.
do these dancers look like school children. So one of the interpretations that I saw online is that, well, if you read her lyrics, she's singing about not wanting to do what she's being told, and singing is her way of liberating herself and being herself and feeling the strong, empowered woman. So these school children are basically representing characters that are being told what to do. And at the beginning of the song, she looks a little bit like them with that blue color and thing.
Yeah.
And then she liberates herself through singing and she becomes free. And the school children become a bit more wild as well.
What about the bouncy balls?
Yeah.
I have no interpretation. I'm leaving that for you to interpret.
Isn't it a bit weird that the children follow in her, sexualized reveal?
I don't know. Oh, the other...
Express
sexualized
themselves.
reveal, or is it? I mean, she is fully covered. First of all,
She's bouncing on the ball. Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
the bouncing on the ball obviously is something
a little bit more sexual.
Yeah, and also
And she's
they're not
serving
wearing.
cunt.
She's serving cunts.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay.
School children are not school children anymore when on the balls. So I think they managed to remove that uniforms to not
exactly.
make it look like that.
And another point I saw is that the performance is making references to the legendary Sound of Music musical, where there is a teacher of school children, and also there is that famous song from the musical doing the Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Si. Yeah, and she's also doing that in the chorus. So these are some of the Easter eggs that audience is
Still think it's
given.
weird that it's the children who get liberated sexually. I don't know.
But
Not
isn't that
sexually.
sexual?
Well, I mean, serving cunts.
No, but
Okay.
We have a hater.
Also in LGBT community, apparently you can say serving cunt, but cunt with CUNT, and those letters stand for like confidence, uniqueness,
I wasn't aware of that.
something, like
It's
all
kind
about
of-
exuding confidence.
I think, I don't know, maybe like in LGBT community, it's been a phrase for a bit longer, but like on general internet culture, maybe in the last 6 months, became kind of a phrase. So
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't
so
know
it's,
either.
it's kind of a term, like serving in general, I think became popular, like
Serving.
Yes.
Yeah.
giving, serving,
Yeah.
like,
Giving.
you know, a while ago, but that's
I just didn't know
serving
that
Mm-hmm.
the C word. I'm not gonna say it
You're
anymore.
just
I'm not gonna
shy
say it
to
now.
And it's-
say it.
Yeah, no,
And
I'm
it's not
gonna-
used in a sexualized way, right? Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean, the bouncing on the balls
yeah, but
is a
in
bit
this song,
sexual.
it doesn't it like
I think it's more not necessarily sexual, it's more like confidence. Like she's like dancing like that. I do what I want. I enjoy myself.
August is such a prude. Look at him. Too much.
I just think it's I don't know.
But you
I don't
find,
like this.
Where you find with Erika Wickman?
Yes, yeah, and that's
Where you find the
because what Katrina said or Simona said about the making it about the male gaze,
Okay.
that Erica was not doing that and she was just confident and having fun. This Maltese lady seems like she like loves herself so much, and
that's called
she's like-
confident.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like I don't know. It's about like, to me it looks a bit vain. Like she's doing this I thing, and she's all like self-centered, not joyful. I don't know if that's the same thing as confidence, like self-love. I think it can be like over like Vagelis in Lithuania. Like so much love for himself that it's all about himself.
Very niche reference. Thank you for that.
Shout out.
One of the joys of the 4-hour Lithuanian final that we got to experience was 10 minutes of Magalis just loving himself. So.
Yeah. No, I think it's a type of diva, right? That strong woman that is not afraid to touch herself and be like that.
Yeah.
But
I support Erica, not this lady.
okay.
Something is off.
I mean, last week I mentioned this point that I feel like Erica and is it Mariano? Miriana are going for the same kind of votes because they're kind of both strong females, strong vocals, kind of empowerment, etc. And you both contested that greatly. Do you still contest it?
100%. Very different vibe.
I feel the vibe is different.
It's just so different.
Different
I mean,
songs,
you can
different
love
vibe.
or hate the song, but how is the vibe different?
No, but that's the thing. You can be all about confidence, but have different songs that showcase that differently.
It's just different energy coming from Erica and Mariana. Like, it's just very different. Yes, they're making somewhat sexual references.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Common. And
Bouncing on
vaguely
microphone versus
sexual.
ball.
weird.
A big microphone at the end shooting fireworks. It's a little bit
on a
sexual.
bouncy balls.
In terms of the sexual spectrum, like kind of right in
It's
the middle.
a little bit towards.
I understand, and they are both all about sort of confidence and enjoying yourself and believing in yourself and having what you deserve. But I just feel like generally as a sound, the songs are different, and as personalities, they appear different on stage. That's not to say they're both empowering and stuff like that. But I feel like people who vote for not just empowerment message for the song morally will look at song differently, and therefore the vote will split slightly.
Yeah.
Okay. My worry is that if you see these performances for like a casual viewer, I'm not saying Eurovision fans, because Eurovision fans love Erica and we love Erica. So for a casual viewer, it will be, okay, another sexual female, strong, independent woman. Oh, how many of those are we going to have
I still
today?
disagree. It's just such different energy. Like from Erica is such a camp Eurovision performance with very, like, it's not as traditional of a song. Whereas the kant song, it's something, if it didn't use that word, it could be played on a radio.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like a typical contemporary pop song with this typical structure. Whereas Erica goes for something entirely different.
And much darker, even darker, close appearance on stage than, for example, a Mariana song. Like, different even styling and everything.
Yeah.
So... But I do agree that we're going, like, obviously, both about empowerment, doing what you want, blah, blah, blah. But it just sounds different.
Yeah, I agree that it sounds different.
Guys, I think we will not solve this. But I think exactly. But I think what we'll have to do is that do an episode with some casual viewers, some of our friends who are casual viewers, and show these songs one after another and get their opinion.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and that's gonna solve this debate.
Okay, so I'm up for it. Which side are you with the two women or the
I don't know if I understand your dispute, but I what I think is that Erica succeeds in genuine empowerment, and I just like her from the snippet of the song that I've seen as like a person more. I think it's
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway,
this is personal.
So to wrap up, personalities aside, do you think this song will qualify to the final?
So just looking the group that Malta is in, so second semifinal, second half, she is in the same half with Finland. So I guess we will really see it in real time whether people go for one and the other or both.
So before seeing that she's in the same half as Finland, I was going to say that she is perfect to close the show. But now I think only one of them can close the show.
None of them can open the show.
No.
They're also in second half, right? So
yeah,
and I think it qualifies if it can close the show, but But I'm pretty sure they're gonna choose Finland to close.
And they both might need to go very close next to each other towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because BBC is extremely concerned about the usage of basically about the title of the song, right? And they said that they can.
And in brackets-
I mean, it's singing in
Singing
Maltese,
in
so-
brackets doesn't clarify it.
And maybe the children's clothes as well.
Yeah. Surely it's clear.
So BBC, like, I don't think they made an official statement, but like a lot of BBC radio DJs already said that they will never play this on the radio, and on the TV it can only be showed after their so-called watershed time, which is 9 p.m. So
Oh wait, so this phrase, it's not generally accepted in normal speech.
apparently,
Okay.
yeah.
The word, not necessarily praised, I would say.
Yeah,
even.
But the hypocrisy of BBC,
yeah.
given what they sent last year,
I know.
Pretty sexual performance.
I know.
Sexualized.
it's way
Now-
more sexualized.
I want that song to win so that BBC radios
Have to play.
have like a really awkward time where they just don't play that song, even though it's like popular in Europe. And I want this to happen. Like, she's my number one now.
Okay, nice. Yeah, but just to clarify, EBU is absolutely fine with the song and the title. It's just the BBC.
Well, the thing is that if it's in different language and it is that word, you have to respect that sometimes words sound like our countries
and in the
or our
context
languages.
of song contest, to mention word singing in your national language, like it's
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know,
that's why
we
they
know
did
what you're doing. But
yeah, yeah. But also you have a perfect
it's like
excuse.
I can almost imagine her singing, serving kant. Like it's all
I
singing.
love that. I would love that.
Leg up, leg two.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. It's borderline. I'm not sure it's a guaranteed qualifier.
I think it is a difficult semi-final, generally speaking.
Well, we don't know a lot of the songs, right?
Yeah, but we know some diasporas that will be,
Hmm.
voting for
Wink,
certain,
wink.
for certain countries.
Maybe for Lithuania, no?
Yeah, and I think generally speaking, it probably would go through just because how memorable
The pink balls.
the pink balls, the name of a song, and it's actually very popular on like I think on
Is it?
YouTube and TikToks and stuff like that.
Is it? Okay.
I think it's pretty popular. So I think it could be pushing through that, but I don't think it will be an easy win for her.
Not an easy
No.
win.
If
Yeah.
she wins, it will be scraping towards the end, probably, I would imagine.
Mhm.
But I think she may, just because it is memorable. So next in line is Lithuania. Yes, finally.
Should we stand?
After 5 heats, which had a total of 45 songs competing.
Not enough.
More
Overheating.
songs than compete in Sanremo.
Exactly, we're a big nation.
Yep.
Very a singing nation, clearly. 12 songs were selected to national final. As you may know, 10 songs came through the normal process, as in they were sort of gone through their heats and qualified. And 2 songs were wildcards, which everybody gets confused of why they were added.
No confusion.
No confusion.
No confusion.
Yeah.
They
Who
deserve.
gets confused?
Yep.
They definitely deserve to be added. But there was a bit of a controversy in Lithuania where in some of the previous heats, songs collected the same amount of points, but were not passed to the final because turns out the jury vote was sort of classed as upper rather than public vote. And guess what? A public backlash. A petition must have been started of some sorts. The backlash in the comments was so high that Lithuanian broadcaster decided to bring those 2 songs that had really good public support back to the final, and they were added, which extended the final to a mere 4 to 5 hours affair.
45 hours.
That's how it felt.
5. 2 full days.
Time flies when you're listening to Rokas Jan.
Felt like 2 days worth of songs. Felt like we had Sanremo in one day.
Yeah.
But Lithuania has picked their winner, and it was an easy pick, from the voting site. And the winner is Katarsis with the song Tavo Akis.
You say easy pick, but did you hear the controversy after about the voting?
Oh,
Did you
there
guys
was
hear?
one kind of vote.
Yeah.
The TV, the phone network was having issues apparently for an extended time, and people showed like 20 calls within like a 25 minute time window, screenshots of not being able to get through and cast their vote, and a lot of the comments are for number 2 place winner
Drobe.
Drobe.
Okay.
That we couldn't vote, this is not fair, something is crooked. Of course, we don't know if in that window what proportion was voting for who,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
the question remains where the votes actually came from that were registered, because many people are saying in the second voting sequence for the final vote, their votes were not counted, and like their friends' votes were
But
not
I thought they
counted.
recounted the votes now. I thought they recounted the votes and nothing's changing.
I don't know if they did.
They
And I
said
think-
they
They
did.
yeah.
And I would
Okay.
be a bit more suspicious if the first and the second place were a bit closer. But
Oh yeah,
Katarsis one had 3 times
True.
the amount of
And
votes.
also, it's just such a regular experience for me because anytime I need to vote in Eurovision, my network 3, anyone who lives in the UK knows how
shout out.
bad that network is. It always crashes. Always crashes.
3,
so
please
just
sponsor.
Get used to it.
I was thinking.
Our sponsor's free.
Yeah, thank you, Gerda. I think they're not gonna like this. We spoke about this.
Demonetized. Yeah, it's just a regular experience in other countries that have
They
poor
said
services.
they're now changing their, voting provider, or how you call it. Finally, after all these years of the same issue happening every year.
Yeah.
So it's part of a tradition, like having too many hits than having phone, issues. Cool, but let's have a look at the song. We're not going to pretend that we don't know the song. We've listened, we reacted. But just so you see our faces and how happy we are, we're going to
August, would you
react
like to
just for you.
bring out the knife? Or?
Well, I'll wait for the chorus.
If you don't understand this reference, please check out our reaction to Katarsis winning short. That is on YouTube.
Yes, people are making fun of my condition.
Okay, let's check it out.
Nice and gloomy, like Lithuanian winter.
The tone of his voice, I think it's the most beautiful. People don't comment, people say nice vocals, but nobody comments that his voice is pretty. The tone.
What do you think about his personality? Based on his vocals?
Very subtle and focused on the song, not self-love.
Okay, you're doubling down on your previous comment.
I am not sassy, not pretentious.
I think that he's not pretending to be someone like
Anybody else? himself.
he has this genuine pain and
At 22.
feeling inside him.
So much pain already.
Yeah, even if you can't understand the words, just feel it.
Many people say that the scream sounds like a scream of pain.
He was,
And he's holding his stomach.
I felt like he was losing his voice as the show progressed because obviously they had to perform 3 times and like at times he was just like, I think it's like really draining to carry the song so much.
The stare
They
to the
doubled down
camera.
on the stare.
Love it.
Because in the semi, he wasn't, film doesn't. I think this is a cool part. Breakdown.
But people say that it gets monotonic if you don't
After,
understand
eventually,
the
I think so, yeah.
language. But I think he's changing slightly now and increasing the
Yeah,
tone.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he changed that.
Yeah.
This part
It's not
works.
as monotonic anymore.
I really like that he and shouts and sort of.
Yes. Just that emotion is growing and exploding in the end. And that's gonna be the word that all foreign audience will learn this year. Last year was Bukto. This year is Bella.
I really like this visual. I don't know why. It has the potential of being a Poland visual.
But because it's not done too much before, I think
It's like the world falling into pieces. Beautiful. Well done, brothers.
Nice. They look nice as a band, like standing there in the mist. I like it.
You You like them as people.
I like them as human beings. Their souls.
When I listen to the song, I feel like I'm 14 years old again. They're full of
Listening
emotions.
to My Chemical Romance.
Listening to My Chemical Romance.
Nirvana.
Having
know
a crush on a
Nirvana.
younger guy named Lucas.
Sue me.
Yeah. I have seen quite a few comparisons to Nirvana, and maybe not My Chemical Romance, but Radiohead.
Nobody compares this to My Chemical Romance.
Radiohead was the other band that I saw.
I saw a lot of
People
memes
comparing
comparing the lead singer looks like to like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like his baby.
Yep.
Yeah. In a slightly detached and like not overly.
I think also hair and
Hair.
everything.
The
Just
hair,
look.
oh, yeah, maybe the hair.
You can
But
get all philosophical. I think it's the hair.
But the energy and the energy also
Also
like
looks detached.
casual,
You're like,
you know, like
just
cool.
the hair. It looks similar.
Sort of seamlessly charismatic, not even trying. Just
I
relaxed.
just wonder if it's me or August has a bigger crush on him, and I'm struggling.
It's
I think
impossible
you.
to tell.
I mean, why fight, guys? Just, you can
Just
share. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's
Friendship.
cool. I like him a lot. I'm very proud, like I was with Sylvester, that we picked him. Now I feel like I can really get behind.
Yeah.
Would you say it's your favorite Lithuanian song
Ever to go to Eurovision?
to go to Eurovision?
Probably yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better than Fire?
Better than Ivorus?
Better Run with the Lions?
Those are obscure references.
Revolution?
Oh no, maybe Reign of Revolution. No.
Pick your words wisely. August.
No,
So
no,
many good songs.
I think so. Because, I mean, maybe, no, Sylvester and him, but it's different. Sylvester was just cool, but they're also cool. We have cool boys in our country.
We do.
Do we?
Young men.
Yeah.
Wait, I see a pattern.
Yeah, Sylvester.
Huh.
Younger man.
Huh.
What's that about? Anything we need to tell
Well,
your partner? Or?
Sue me.
I'm just enjoying the fact that this is kind of, I don't know, a lot of Lithuanians may not be like convinced that the song is for Eurovision or that it's a Eurovision song, but I feel like it's a kind of song that a lot of Lithuanians listen to, and I'm just proud of that fact. Like, I don't really care if it's gonna like qualify, if it's gonna do well. It's just I'm proud that we're sending something that we listen to and we like,
And actually represents our music scene very well. We have so many bands playing this kind of genre of music.
I think we need to stop chasing the trends or whatever like Swedish producers write for us, and just send the music that we actually listen to.
Exactly. And this like saying, oh, there is a Eurovision song and non-Eurovision song. This is for Eurovision. This is not. It's so dated. Maybe it was more relevant 10 years ago, but looking at the songs that succeeded in the past 5 years, like Nemo's song is nowhere close to the Eurovision standard. Maneskin is a rock song. Like the times when you had to send a predictable Swedish produced pop song is gone.
Yeah, and I think we had a great choice this year. I think any of the performance that made it to the super final, I would have been happy with. I think Katarsis was the one that I listened to the most, and I kind of picked up on it from Heat 4, but I would be equally happy with Drobe. I would be equally happy even with Liepa, because I think that was also quite quality performance. Not the final one, because the final, I think she
could have been
revisions.
Amber.
But that's exactly, as Katrina, you were saying that times have passed from sort of picking stereotypical song. And what has been happening in Lithuania is that for the last few years, we haven't been picking sort of stereotypical song. And we're just picking mostly our songs and what we want to send.
And we are doing so much better.
And exactly. And we're standing out much more. We're qualifying every time.
Yep.
It's just, I think we fell in love with Eurovision as we started picking the songs that we actually like, and everybody now supports Eurovision much more, and it's just a nice thing to see.
That's so true, because last time we picked more stereotypical song was probably 2019 with Run with the Lions, which didn't qualify. And ever since then,
We stopped.
And since 2020, we really started looking
like,
for
no
something
more.
more original. And we had A
Who
fantastic
sang
decade
Run
so
With-
far.
Was it Rokasian?
Rokasian wasn't born when Run the Lions
it's
went
true.
Eurovision.
Oh, I can't even remember his name anymore.
Rokasian,
Yeah.
older brother.
Then no, it was a different guy, right? Because one of the guys that went to Eurovision participated in the heats last year, and he had like a complete transformation where he came like a hippie,
Yes.
like barefoot.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
so
That's
yes.
it.
Is that the guy?
That's the guy.
That's
Okay,
it.
I don't know
yeah.
his name, but I remember.
Not-
talking about
Aure
last
Mats-
year.
Yuri Veklenko.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in terms of obviously we all
Oh
love
my
the
God,
song.
I remember that song. I think I called him a deranged hippie. Oh, I did.
Yes, you did.
Oh, what's his song? Like,
And now
I
we
feel,
have a wider
you
audience to hear
feel,
this.
I'm feel, you feel, I'm feel.
Okay,
you
we'll have to
feel.
insert. We'll have to insert the song.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Yeah.
insert it. Okay.
Okay. Well, sort of fan emotions aside, do we think this will qualify?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Will
It's
it
a winning
win
song.
the song
Yeah,
contest?
the question is, will it
Maybe.
win?
Probably.
100%
likely.
will qualify. Yeah.
I think a good point was made on Eurodina, and I also was thinking the same. Is that if we picked somebody more like Liepa, I suppose the diaspora living in countries like UK and stuff like that would have voted a bit more. And a question was raised like, will there be similar support to katarsis
From the diaspora.
from the diaspora, which obviously is quite important for
Yeah.
us to go through. I think we are still gonna go through just because we still have a big population here. The song is interesting actually, and it
Lithuanians
will
like
stand out.
Eurovision regardless.
Exactly.
And like
So I
supporting
think,
the act.
and we will pass through, but probably maybe not as much as we would have passed through to final through Liepa. Although in the final, I think we could do better because we'll
Yes.
stand out more.
Yes, because I think the song has appeal for both juries. He has a fantastic voice. Those notes,
But juries
Touch
hate
your
rock
soul.
songs.
juries do, but he might get support from some of the juries given the vocal abilities.
Semi-final this year, just televote or also juries?
Just televote.
Just televote,
But
right?
yeah, but I agree with you, Samara. Probably will just qualify to the final, but then in the final it could be a dark horse, and especially if there are no
Literally
more.
a dark horse.
It is
Yeah.
literally and figuratively, and especially if there are no more this type of music,
And we
it
haven't
will
seen
collect the
anything.
votes
Yeah.
That's the
from
point that I
that
wanted
niche.
to make. We haven't seen rock songs, I don't think.
Zifferblatt,
Not
but
yet,
it's
right?
very
Yeah,
different
Yeah,
vibe.
very different vibe, yeah.
But okay, so that's kind of the competition, right? Probably for the like rock alternative kind of music voter. But like we've seen a lot of like solo female singers. And I'm not gonna name who's in what category, but we like adding Liepa to it with another pop song, another solo female singer.
Yeah, in the final would
Would
have
she
been
actually
struggle.
do better? Like
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
with the diaspora, maybe yes, but overall, I don't know.
that's what I was saying. Like, I think in the semi-final easier, but final no, probably not.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what I also think? Comparison with Zifferblatt. I think those guys are singing the song in this jazzy, unpredictable way that makes the melody difficult to follow, whereas Maneskin and Our Boy, Our Boy, he's singing in a melody that's relatively easy, just long, beautiful notes. And I think it's easier to hum along and like get into your head and in like a trance-like state that people are describing. So it's easier to digest than Zifferblatt's.
I think there are parts of the song that are probably more memorable, like
yeah.
Tavo,
But not
Yeah.
as a
like
whole.
Yeah, but for example, Zifferblatt songs, I can't pick out like a part of the song that I can easily remember and kind of sing together, whilst Katarsis song with that Tavo part,
Yeah.
very easy to kind of chant and kind of scream with him, and I think maybe
But outside of Tavo, I think we're forgetting that we're obviously understand the language and we remember, therefore, just generally speaking better. I don't think without knowing the language, aside from Tavo, I think it's a hard one for
Yeah.
foreigners.
Yeah. I think we shouldn't rely on the melody.
Yeah.
We should rely on the kind of emotion it
Yeah.
might evoke
Yeah.
in people, because it feels like it touches your soul when he screams and
His
he
blue
looks at you.
eyes.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna
That's
zoom
what we
in on
have to
his
rely
eyes
on.
and show it in the background? Big blue eyes gazing into the camera in the
Yeah.
arena.
With
That would be
with that
impactful.
view of katarsis gazing into August directly.
Just his
Let's
eyes and
move on.
my face on the other side on the screen.
Just before we move on, any wild predictions? What place in the final, assuming we are qualifying for the final, will
First.
Lithuania get? First place.
8th.
8. Okay.
12.
14.
Oh,
I
God.
was thinking 14, but that's because
We are
we
in the
got
odds.
14.
We are always 14, and
Yeah.
I think we'll continue the streak of being the 14th.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
we hope me
let's
and
see.
August are right.
So on average,
I hope.
Okay, cool. Cool. Next on our list is Estonia.
Estonia.
Yes, Estonia. Estonia held their only sort of final, only selection process last weekend as well, with 16 competitors participating, which is
Quite a lot. Yeah.
So Estonia held their show with 16 competitors, quite a long show, as typical to Baltic countries these days. And
But Estonia every year has at least a couple of singers from Finland participating.
they're just trying to
Yeah.
simulate like
They are. If they get rejected in Finland, they tend to go to Estonia and
in
try to
Finland-
like that.
in Finland, they don't have that many performances,
Only
right? It's
6?
normally like
Yeah,
6,
yeah,
7.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, okay. So all of the rejects
And
go.
Estonians always accept them with open arms, straight to the
Yeah.
final.
an improves the show,
I mean, 16 is not 45, obviously. So, this
Still
scope to increase
respectable
it.
number.
Ah,
Yeah, so through this great show, a winner came through, and the winner is Tommy Cash with the song Espresso Machiato, which won with a landslide. It won 83% of televote at the
oh,
super
really?
final.
It must be the biggest
I thought
landslide
it was
of the year.
close. Or was it close with the juries and then the televote?
I think maybe the pre-super final, maybe it was a bit close, but jury actually voted quite a lot for him as well, which was surprising because everybody was expecting jury to be like, no.
Something to be discussed after we react to the song. for
Right,
sure.
okay.
Okay.
Conspiracies
thanks,
are
Bella.
appearing out of
I have
nowhere.
a few. Yeah,
Yes. But yes, big name, turns out. And I'm sure they show you even bigger songs, so maybe let's react.
And
Let's
a
do it.
bigger insult to Italy.
Everybody can see everybody singing together. It has a post-it note with I love Eurovision.
But what are the coins behind them?
The what?
Coins. They were like
And like banknotes as well, like money signs. Is he supposed to be some sort of businessman, or
I mean, I've seen a lot of people looking like that.
After a few drinks.
you know,
Field of work.
but because he also money?
Look how long his tie is. Have you noticed?
Oh, wow. I just noticed it now.
Why?
It's like
Is it big energy or something?
big energy,
tie
big,
energy?
Yeah.
big microphone energy.
Oh, 3 and 1. I love 3 and 1. That's cafe. No, not now, but I used to.
I mean, the dance moves.
The dance moves
Flawless.
is the best part of the performance, probably.
In all fairness, yeah.
And these security guys are a bit funny. I know a lot of people didn't like them, but I find it a bit funny.
Quite funny.
It's my kind of
you like
humor.
the joke?
They're like supposed to be serious, but they become so silly.
And also, are they pumped up in some way? Look.
Yeah, they have something
Shoulders?
added
Ah, the
to
big
imitate
shoulders.
muscles.
Padding. I mean,
How do you make espresso
Sketchy.
macchiato? Speaking of,
Also with a touch of foam.
a little bit.
A little bit of
but I thought you just call it macchiato. You don't say espresso. It by definition has espresso in
Probably
it.
for the song. He went
Yeah.
to just more
You
words.
didn't consult baristas.
I mean, I can rant about Starbucks calling a regular coffee macchiato, so we can open up that debate.
Or do you want to lose another sponsor?
You said
After those corporations.
Starbucks.
Yeah. Just don't listen to her. We'll
Sorry.
beep you out if you. And Kanye is here. Very nice.
I hate monetization.
Wow, you're ruling out our sponsor list. No Starbucks.
No Starbucks and no sleep.
I think quite divisive, probably, performance, generally speaking. With,
Not the Estonians.
not clearly not to Estonian public.
Or jury.
Who is
Or
it
jury.
dividing?
I think usually Eurovision fans don't always appreciate it as such a jokey joke song. It's not always as appreciated as maybe a female empowerment one or something like that. So I think that can be a difficult one, and also just I don't know, maybe people expected a bit more from him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's because of it's a joke song. I don't think people were expecting anything from anything serious from him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because it was underwhelming.
I had no expectations. I didn't know much about Tommy Cash at all when I watched it. And it put a smile on my face. Like, I must say, like, it put I giggled, I found it amusing.
Yeah.
But then I looked into Tommy Cash. Then I watched one of his video clips called Uns Uns.
Oh, everybody keeps on referencing. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
yet.
let's check it out after.
Yeah.
And then I was like, right, okay, Esti Lal gave us a very, very tame version of Tommy Cash. And he can be much more daring and naughty. So maybe he's preparing something for the big Eurovision. I hope he is. Because that guy has some crazy ideas in his head.
He intended to revamp,
Maybe.
undersell, and then
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, that would work if he brings a lot more to the Eurovision stage. Then that's fine.
Because what's the purpose of keeping it tame? This is not going to do well with juries regardless. No chance. So let's just go all in and attract the public vote with some crazy mad stuff happening on the stage.
Yeah.
But he did so. For context, for example, where the video show actually disappeared from YouTube shortly after winning.
the final performance.
Yeah.
As we are recording it on Monday, 17th of February, there is no official video of Tommy Cash.
Yes.
Where is Tommy Cash?
He disappeared.
Did
The
you find?
bodyguards
Does
also
anybody
disappeared.
find him?
Conspiracy, isn't it?
Conspiracy, yeah.
But I wonder why. Maybe he doesn't want. Maybe there is a sort of. He wants to keep mystery, maybe over performance. Doesn't want people to judge on a basis of that. Want to people maybe just see the video, which is quite tame as well, and then he is gonna bring something big on the stage.
But his official video is also quite clever because it's referencing Andy Warhol. And the video, like a short film of Andy Warhol produced in 1982, where Andy Warhol is sitting in the exact same position with a bottle of ketchup instead of a bottle of milk and is eating a hamburger. And it's just called Andy Warhol eating a hamburger. And the sequence of movements, events is very, very similar to what Tommy Cash is doing. So it's a clever reference. It's tame, but there is a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
But maybe he'll say, let's just use this for now because I don't want people to be looking at my national selection performance and thinking this is going to be it.
Yeah. I think he might be. Well, I would imagine for that reason, because otherwise, why would you?
Yeah, that's
take it off.
Very odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
But taking the performance that we have seen, do you think if any other not so famous or successful artist, because he is the most successful artist in Estonia, if any
And in
other
the world,
person,
right? In the world, millions.
not
I mean,
in the whole
it's
world, but-
it's between him and Beyonce, more or less.
Same.
I was thinking
Same.
Beyonce, but she's not that
Same.
good.
Sometimes
to compare.
Tommy, sometimes Beyonce.
Yeah.
Depends on the weather.
Taylor Swift wishes she was there.
Yeah, Taylor is like.
Anyway,
Okay, back to my point.
Yes, back to your point.
Thank you for giving me this platform. Would that other person have qualified with this performance if they weren't Tommy Cash?
Probably, well, I would say his charisma and dance moves and the name all together probably pushed him through.
Because for me, this is a VB Gang with Kaboom. Just famous and hip.
Yeah, and I think VB Gang tried even more on stage. He had double glasses. they had props and treadmills, and this the performance, the dancing just looked like what you do in a school play with friends. You come up with, I'm gonna raise you up on your arms, and you're gonna sit on us, and we're gonna stand, and we're gonna look at the
Some
camera.
strong school kids there.
Yeah, and then we're gonna make a reference to Karya by doing the human centipede thingy.
But not overdo, just a little bit,
Just a
like
little
a touch.
Yeah.
I think he would have invested sort of a bit more into the staging if he wasn't as popular. Sort of, that maybe the backdrops and stuff like that would have been a bit more, because a lot of attention was just on him and sort of the bodyguards, which was quite funny. But if he wasn't as popular, he would have to pull a bit more in.
Imagine it's not him performing, it's somebody else performing, and that person is not famous.
He's not famous and doesn't have Karya in the audience sitting by him.
Would they get
rooting for him.
83% of the...
No chance.
Would they win with the juries?
No, the jury would be
the vocal
0.
performance.
No.
Yeah.
Have we
Juries
all
would
heard
be-
what we heard? Like, the vocal performance was like,
Very,
what are the
mediocre.
juries smoking? Honestly.
Yeah, very mediocre.
Another question about substances used in Eurovision. This is becoming a thing.
Yeah. What is everybody using? What is everybody smoking?
Because we want it.
We want it. Why do we not have it?
Yeah, I think those votes came with a lot of expectation that he will improve the performance and he will make it better and he will bring something spectacular.
Kind of a hope, right? Like you're buying into like future kind of like investing.
Yes.
Investing.
Yeah. They invested, and let's see if they get the returns back.
Past
ROI.
performance is not informative of future performance. Guys.
Yes, we're not financial advisors. Don't invest. They invested. You don't have to invest.
What about so obviously he won Estonia's selection. What about the semi-final? Is he going to the final?
Right, let's have a quick look. Where do we have Estonia?
Do we have any more funny songs, joke songs?
Not all songs came out yet.
I mean, do you count Finland and Malta as a...
Right, so we have first half of semi-final 1. Looking what else we have in semi-final 1. Could this be the song to open the show? I don't think the producers would put Sweden to open the show.
Ukraine now as well, to sort of calm.
Not Slovenia either.
Poland could open.
Potentially. The only thing with Poland is, and we'll get to Poland in a second, is a big audience. It's a big population, and you want to have
play it later,
a bit later to ensure that they get to see it.
Estonia, small
population. Yeah. Portugal normally doesn't send bangers to open up a show. So
imagine this year. You know what?
Iceland, I don't really know what Iceland is preparing for us. So maybe they have candidates. I do tend to remember that the producers often put joke entries in the second spot, which is the death spot. Yeah. Because I know they did that with the Eat Your Salad, but I think it's kind of a running trend where they kind of just really put them
that is actually a good point. Spot. It could be second.
Yeah, potentially.
And then it will be hard.
But looking at that half, I can't see any other country sending a jokey song.
Well, San Marino sometimes tends to be a joke.
At that in the second half, maybe San Marino.
I mean, Netherlands, I don't know what they're sending after last year.
They might be.
Yeah, but in the first half,
you're
probably not. In the second, it's a question mark.
So it will stand out, I think, for sure. But appearing in first half,
first semi-final.
Yeah,
I mean he's a big name, but
they don't have Finland voting for them.
We had Flo Rida, in Eurovision, and that didn't help.
No, famous names.
Famous names is
don't guarantee success.
Not a guarantee for sure. Like investing.
Yeah, I still want to say it will qualify. I believe he will bring something a bit more crazy to this to the scene, and it will stand out. And there's always an audience that watches
Finland last year.
That watches Eurovision for acts like that.
Yeah. No, I think You remember it from Malaysia?
No,
That's
no,
bad.
no. I'm actually laughing about something completely unrelated.
Please tell us, and then we'll decide
you
if
said
to
the
cut.
word. You said the word crazy, and I read a comment on Poland's national final that said this national final is crazy, beba.
Beba.
Good old reference.
Is it a good move to the Beba country, the Poland?
Yeah.
Poland, aka Beba country.
Beba
Rename
Republic.
Poland Beba country.
Beba Republic.
As I'm flying above Poland.
Cool. So, speaking of Babaland, or Poland in other words. Same. We've heard the 11 performances last weekend from a country which also have never won Eurovision. Not many of those left. So, and this year they seem to be going for the win. They finally allowed just public vote on their typically very contested selection process, and public have decided.
And finally, no controversies. The country is happy. It's
I don't have anything to add. They decided.
Democracy.
Good. Yeah.
The
Good
people.
on them. Yeah. The people.
The people.
The people have decided with 39.
For the people, by the people,
With the people.
with the people.
Okay. The people have decided with 39%.
America.
Okay. Sometimes I understand you, Katarina. The people of Poland have decided with 39% of a vote that Justyna Steszkowska, with a song Gaia, should represent Poland in Eurovision 2025. This is not her first right. She has been to Eurovision. She already represented Poland in 1995 with a song Sana, I think, or Sama.
Okay, how old is she?
So
Because she
that
does
was
not
30
look-
years before. So she's, I think, 50.
She's 52 or 53. Yeah.
What?
And she looks better now than she looked at 95.
She looks
Yeah.
like
She looks better now than
35
I ever
max.
looked. I mean, it's crazy.
She's so fit. Like, it's in many different ways.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Wow.
Can you explain which way?
In many ways.
Well, you'll see she can sing and dance like crazy at this
Oh,
age.
that kind of fit,
No,
okay.
literally physically fit, but also fit. Like, look at her.
No, it is crazy. I just feel what August has.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, it's crazy.
What August has for katarsis, Katrina has for Justyna. So
Katrina,
Not
Justyna.
such a straight podcast after all.
cool. So she's returning. Let's have a look how fit she is and react to the song.
Let's have a look at the fitness level. Let me
Dark.
scooch in to see the fitness. 50, how many? 50?
2 or 3. Yeah, it's. You'll see.
Yeah. Very dark themes.
Isn't it a bit Ruslana Wild Dances?
Yeah, I was gonna say Ruslana.
In terms of the visual look.
But really?
Instagram. That it's basically what Ruslana and Alexander Rybak had a baby.
Alexander Rybak.
She brings out the violin.
Ah, because of that. Okay.
Cool costume, I think.
But it's very Ruslana. Right?
She looks like-
the dance.
She looks like Death Note. A reference to anime.
Is she singing for like post teeth a little bit? There is an interesting tone happening.
It reeks like this. Yeah.
I am afraid that she's competing with Katarsis for the haunting vocal.
And the rock formation visuals.
Yeah.
Really? She has
featured at the
rocks?
beginning.
And knowing Poland, they will bring out those visuals.
The spire will be
Yeah.
on screen
Fire.
effect.
Fire on the screen.
Look, keeping this note and spinning like that. How fit do you have to be?
And also not fall over, because I would just fall
Yeah, I
over.
was thinking, I used to do that as a child, as a game, so you fall off.
Yeah.
How can she walk straight afterwards? I don't understand.
Oh, Ruslana.
With Rybak, okay, violin.
the
I see.
violin.
Are these dancers wearing heels? I think they are.
But isn't it a little bit shouty?
It is a bit shouty.
And I don't know if it's very listenable.
What I don't understand is this part. Why?
Why is she
She
doing?
goes up. There's
But
no
why?
cables.
I guess to showcase her voice that she can still
Oh, she
sing.
can also
whilst
hang,
being
like it's quite difficult as well.
and she'll still sing.
There's no cable, right?
Yeah.
It's just her arms
It's a very
hanging.
hanging gear.
Yeah, that part was a bit. I don't get it.
This looks a bit like aerobics class, to be fair.
We could do this.
Somebody commented it's Zumba, basically.
But look at this. Look at all these moves and still making those notes. That's so impressive.
Well, she's really pulling everything into this one, like everything. She's like, how much? I also have a good voice. Wow.
Cool.
And next, the Luz katarsis.
I mean, it's punchy.
It's
punches
punchy.
you in the face. You know?
A good
It's
opener.
powerful.
Would be really good
That
opener.
would be a good opener.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know
So
if I
maybe she
like
opens-
that it's completely like always punching, just punch, 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 punch. Seems like the same note, the whole song.
It is it is a bit screamy. It is a bit screamy.
And just
Yeah.
Ruslana was dun 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 dun.
You can follow the melody and you can sing more to Ruslana than maybe this song.
Yeah, this is a bit.
Yeah.
don't
To
know.
mention notes.
But maybe she could revamp.
Everybody revamps, so
Revamp.
why not?
very
her?
popular to just change the song.
The song.
Yeah. But she's also a diva, but a very different type of diva,
Yeah.
which I like. A dark,
Mhm.
She's a witch.
witch-like diva,
She's a witch. Yeah.
which is nice to
Healthy,
see. Very different from Spain.
strong.
So fit. You see what I mean? Making those
Yeah.
moves and holding these notes.
Yeah. Very
Crazy.
fit. And you know, in that other respect as well.
Yeah.
Fit.
I mean, she's. I'll put it this way: the song maybe is not my taste. I wouldn't listen to it on Spotify, basically, just because I cannot even like repeat it as such.
Mhm.
I don't. I suppose it would be hard to run to the song. I would say, unless I'm running
And that's the
and just
highest
shouting.
bar.
It's less a song, rather more like a performance.
Yeah,
It's a performance.
Performance-wise,
It's
is
a show.
great.
Yeah.
But not something that I'll put on my playlist. But way through everything in there, just in case.
Mm.
I like it as a Eurovision song. I like watching it. I like how it develops. I'm not gonna listen to it, but that's also fine. I don't listen to quite a few of the songs that do well in Eurovision. I'm just also happy that Polish people seem to support her.
Yeah,
seem to
that
like the
is so
choice.
nice.
That's good. The
For
people.
that reason, I think she's gonna qualify because Polish
Yeah.
diaspora will support
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in the final, I think she has really high chances with the jury because that singing is just phenomenal.
Very impressive. Yeah. And you are right. Polish diaspora, unlike Lithuanian diaspora, they're a bit more selective with whom they're gonna support. If they don't like the song, like last year, Tower did not go through.
They're more opinionated.
They're more opinionated, and this is a good act, and they're certainly behind it. What I would like to see in her performance. So Gaia stands for Mother Earth, right? And she's singing about Mother Earth, and Mother Earth crying because we are not looking after her.
I knew you will pick up on the environmental message.
Microplastics.
Is that
You know,
what she said?
I was
Polluting
reading
Mother
the
Earth with microplastics and stuff. But where is that Mother Earth in that performance? Where is nature?
She is the Mother Earth.
But
Yeah, but
Are you saying bring the plastic flowers as everybody else?
with all this fire and everything, she looks more like Sauron.
I think
it's
I
I don't want to see nature element. But what are the elements?
So she started with rocks, then moved to water, because like rocks transitioned into water, then moved into fire.
When did you see this?
I didn't even
The
notice that.
visuals behind her.
Okay, I was literally
I just saw the fireball.
I just looked at her as well.
Okay, maybe that's her problem. She's too charismatic
Yeah.
and too
Yeah.
good looking.
So I guess on the Eurovision stage, they might have more ways to bring those visuals to the front.
But with Poland, you never know because there could be too many visuals.
With Poland, the sky is the limit, really, when it comes to visual effects.
Little fires. on the screen.
I guess a piece of news is that the guy who was the director for Blanca and Ochman on their visual effects, no longer works with the national broadcasters, so we are safe from that.
I wonder how they made that decision. Was it some feedback from the community or the results? I don't know.
But, normally on the big Eurovision stage, you have some amazing things to do, opportunities to do something amazing on the floor with the visuals and the graphics. So maybe that could be brought in to really show the nature elements, which make them a bit more prominent, show the nature falling down and mountains falling and asteroids falling. I don't know.
Yes.
Everything is falling.
Destroying, all those microplastics in the ocean.
Making the mountains fall.
She can be swimming in a sea of plastic bottles.
Oh my God, it hurts my soul even to think about it.
This is too triggering.
Way too
You went
triggering.
too far.
I suppose some work to do to bring out the message a bit further. Maybe to change clothing from latex to more eco clothing. But nonetheless, what's really nice is that Poland have selected something that they seem to support
Yes.
and actually want to see.
Democracy.
Exactly.
And dancers with heels on a stage in Poland performance, coming from Poland, such a conservative country. Love it. Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Go Poland.
So that's great to see. And
I missed out. What's the controversy about the
Well, Poland is normally quite, did I say controversy? Conservative. Poland tends to be quite conservative with their choices.
The ladies that were doing whatever they were doing with like the eyes looking
But
at the camera.
that's traditional sexuality, so that's allowed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But men with
the male
heels.
dancers.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, put the two together. I didn't see that they were male. with
Yeah.
heel. Okay, fine. Forget me. Forgive me. And forget me.
Forget me.
with that note,
I fade away.
please don't forget us.
Forgive us.
Don't forget me.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Speaking
Don't forget
of
to
this,
subscribe. If you want to listen to more of this, what you've heard today, and we are trying to achieve that amazing number of 100 subscribers for the, I heard YouTube sends you a plaque. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the point.
Yep.
So
It's
if you
made
want,
of gold.
yes, if you want to see that
Real gold.
and us quit our jobs,
Please
do
just 100.
support us, and thank you very much.
Everybody wants to quit their jobs these days. Nobody wants to work anymore.
Exactly. And speak to you and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.